So a positive momentum underlying this disillusion with politics is the idea for more inclusiveness
Yes.
in the culture.
Yeah.
You think it will be moving towards more inclusiveness and, of course, less participation in the binary political structure? Do you?
I mean, yeah, I definitely think that it's going to be moving toward that, and as a result, I think that American politics, I mean, I think we need to change something. I mean, we can't stick with what we have now. I mean, we can't stick with the Electoral College. I mean, that obviously, it doesn't work. And yeah, there are just some changes that need to be made because, you know, the Constitution was written hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, our mindset.
Our country's not the same as it was back then.
Right.
So we need to change with the times. But that change, I think another reason people are like disillusioned by politics is because they don't see changes being implemented as fast as they would like them to be. So, I mean, if it was up to me, I mean, it would, like, everyone would be happy and there would be a fairness and equality for all, and it would be like happening like in like a blink or something. I think like a lot of young people, they want change to happen now, and they want everybody to be happy and everybody to be safe, like, and accepted, like, and inclusive. But because of the nature of our political system, we can't have as abrupt and as fast a change as people want. So it's going to be a slow and tedious process, and we're going to be taking steps back, and we're going to be taking steps forward.
But somehow the idea of inclusiveness is connected with the idea of universalism in the, for example, the Nordic model that we see, right? Like, whoever you are, wherever you're from, you are entitled to some benefits granted by the society. But it somehow, I think, clashes with the American idea of like individualist competition. If you want something, if you want power for your group, you have to fight for it.
Yeah.
And how will we, this generation, deal with the idea for inclusiveness and the commitment to the individualist competition in American culture?
I mean, no, what you're referring to, yes, is often considered the American dream, or the idea of the self-made man. I mean, that's what it's called. And I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right in that being inclusive and being open and integrating so many different cultures and backgrounds is going to lead to this like universalist idea where everyone is being treated equally, but yet we can still be individuals, and we can still have like individualities. And I think it's important to recognize how people are different, but I think it's important to do so in a way that raises our differences up and shows us how beautiful we are, and how even though we're different, we still like are all made from the same like material, like, and we're all still human, and we all like still feel and think. So I think there's a way to integrate those two philosophies.
It's a difficult negotiation, but from your perspective, it's not impossible.
No, I don't think it's impossible. I think it'll take time, it'll take energy, and it'll take effort. But I don't think it's impossible. I mean, humans have achieved some great things.
Do you still find yourself, because you mentioned before that the Constitution, for example, and many variation of like our current politics was founded like a long time ago. But do you still find yourself being inspired by some people, some principles in our tradition of politics that dates like far back in the past to still stay meaningful to our politics right now?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely draw inspiration from the past. And, you know, although the suffragettes of American history were problematic, and that oftentimes people of color, especially like women of color, were excluded from like a suffrage movement and from achieving the right to vote. I can still find it inspiring that those women were willing to stand up for what they believed and were willing to speak out and say, hey, we want the same rights as men, we want to be treated as well as men. I mean, I still find that very inspiring. And yet I still understand that there were some issues within their own movement as well. And so yeah, I mean, I believe that it's possible to be inspired by the past, but to do so you need to change the present to make a better future.
Yeah, because the past is also an diversity discourse. Some people choose to valorize something, other people choose different. But like in holding like some parts of the past as sacred, we already have some vision of the future in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Wow. Is there anything else you want to add to the conversation to end with?
I mean, I just want to say that, I mean, I'm scared for the future, right?
Mm.
I'm very scared, but I'm also
so uncertain.
Yeah, I mean, it is so uncertain. There are a lot of things that you see going around that makes you feel as if everybody hates you or everybody, is going to, like, attack you and stuff, and is going to come after you. But I mean, I have faith in our generation, and I have faith in the fact that, I mean, if we're if our a generation is questioning as much now, I mean, think of all the younger people who maybe even are questioning more in the future, and who maybe bring in new ideas and new philosophies to the table that haven't been discussed before. So I'm very hopeful for that.
Yeah, and you are also acting very responsibly, I have to say.
Thank you.
Great.